My name is Theresa and I will be presenting on my digital journal on Singapore River. Starting with a historical timeline, in 1299, Sang Nila Utama founded Singapore and named it Island Singapura. The Singapore River likely serves as a vital natural resource and a focal point for early settlement and trade activities. In 1811, although Singapore was not yet under British control, the river was part of the strategic maritime landscape that drew British attention to the region. In 1819, Sir Stamford Raffles established Singapore as a British trading port. He recognized the importance for Singapore River for trade. Slowly, merchants started setting up warehouses and godowns to house these trading goods. In 1850, Singapore River emerged as the island's busiest trading hub. Main items that were used in trading were spices, tin, and rubber. In 1890, the river started to get more polluted and overcrowding became more of an issue. The river was congested with cargo boats and trade vessels. In the 1900s, efforts to modernize the Singapore River began with improving the riverfront infrastructure. The Fullerton Building began construction nearby in the 1920s. To this day, it remains an iconic landmark in the Singapore River. In the 1930s, the Cavenagh Bridge and the Anderson Bridge became architectural symbols of colonial Singapore, while trading continued to thrive. The Singapore River Cleanup Project started in 1977. This project was later then completed in 1990. Clarke Quay then underwent redevelopment, which attracted more locals and more tourists alike. In 2010, Marina Bay Sands opened at the mouth of Singapore River. Singapore then celebrated its 50th anniversary since independence in 2015, which also marks the opening of the Jubilee Bridge. Singapore today continues to preserve the river's historical significance while ensuring it thrives as part of the city's sustainable urban development. The Singapore River has transformed from a natural winding waterway to a structured urban landmark. Its banks were reshaped for trade, with Boat Quay forming a crescent for boats. Cleanup in the 1970s straightened parts of the river, and land reclamation created Marina Bay. Today, it blends history with modern city life. This psychogeography map shows how life is like at the Singapore River. At the end of Singapore River, you will be able to find bumboats and fireboats where merchants and traders used to sleep in. Along areas near Boat Quay, you will be able to find warehouses and shophouses where the ground floors were mainly used for trading and housing goods. Hawkers would also open up stalls nearby the riverbank to attract people for business. Some common trading items were firewood, charcoal, gold, and silk. At the mouth of Singapore River, trading vessels from China, Indonesia, and Thailand were commonly found. These are some mappings from the past Singapore River. Drawing on the left shows bumboats and fireboats where merchants used to sleep in. Hawker stalls and shops were commonly set up near the riverbank to house trading goods as well as sell. A depiction of the Ellenborough Market where people used to buy goods. This is a mapping of modern-day Singapore River. Along the riverbanks, you will be able to find modern shophouses that were mainly used for restaurants, bars, and clubs. People are able to book boat cruises that explore Singapore River. There are also common places for people to rest and enjoy the view of Singapore River. This is a sectional drawing of the present-day Singapore River. The waters of Singapore River flow past iconic landmarks like Clarke Quay and Boat Quay, where restaurants, bars, and cafes line the riverbanks. Joggers and pedestrians stroll along well-lit paths while enjoying Singapore's heritage along its futuristic skyline. The river is also a venue for festivals, light shows, and cultural events, seamlessly integrating its historical significance with a contemporary urban lifestyle. This is a sectional drawing of the past Singapore River. Boat Quay became the busiest stretch, lining with shophouses buzzing with traders and hawkers selling meals to labourers. Merchants from China, India, and beyond docked their boats, unloading spices, silk, and tin, while workers ferried goods on sampans. It was a place where communities gathered and livelihoods were built. Once a river where life flowed freely beneath the open sky, today the Singapore River whispers with a new magic, where modern spaces weave moments of connection, hidden in the vibrant pulse of a city that never stops transforming. The Singapore River was once a lively space where people freely worked, traded, and socialized. Today, it thrives as a modern hub, with offices and high-rises that reflect the city's growth and innovation. While the atmosphere has evolved, the energy of connection and community continues to define the river's vibrant surroundings. Thank you.